Hi everybody, it's Bubbly4041 and I am back with my next video. As promised in a previous video, this is a kind of closer up detailed video of my two newest stones that I have gotten within the past year. One of them is from, I think, February, springtime-ish. And then this guy in front of me, I got him a couple months ago, I think during early summer or so. Can't remember exactly when, but I've had them for a little while now. So I'm going to go over the details of them, show you them up close, and let's get started. So this first guy I actually got after the other one I got before. We're just going to start with him. So this guy's original stone name is Tassel. He is a ideal stock horse, which I have a small conga of over here. This is kind of my ideal stock horse conga going on right now. So I'm adding him to that conga. I think it brings it to... I'm down one. I'm selling one, so I think it brings it back up to 10 or 11. It's around there. But anyway, I fell in love with this guy's color. I'm just blown away with how rich it is. And he's appearing actually a little bit lighter on here than he is in real life, but he is almost like a sooty buckskin. I think he's described on the Stone Horse Ref website as a bay. I see him more as kind of a dark sooty buckskin type color. It could kind of be that or a bay, I guess, but one of the two. He has dapples absolutely everywhere. Like I said, his original stone name was Tassel. He was a release in 2012, and he was a limited edition of 7 pieces created. I do not recall if all of them were glossed, or just a couple, but this guy, of course, is glossy, because that is my favorite finish on model horses, either Briar or Peter Stone. Like I said, you can just see that he has dapples, all over his neck and all over his sides. And his back too, even, just kind of goes everywhere. But I really just fell in love with the amount of detail and dappling that he has. He is customized. His, try to get a up-close face shot here. He has really fabulous shading, and he has really nice expression on his face, kind of as you can see. And he just has very slight customizations to his mane, his tail, and his forelock here. It's really cute, just kind of split over the sides there. And then his mane is short, but still a little bit customized. And here's the other side of his face here. So you can see he just has wonderful shading, and there's his hooves, his legs, his belly area. He's just a fabulous model. And then his tail is just very slightly customized. It's kind of shorter than the original, and it's kind of squared off at the end. As you can see, it's a little bit of a turning customization to it. So overall, I really love this guy. And if you want to see how he's placed in some recent photo shows, you can see my last video. But that is him overall. He's just very nice. And his show name with me, trying to find a name for him, I ended up calling him It's Corona Time. Because I ended up getting him, while we were well within the Corona quarantine. So that's kind of where his name came from. I was kind of using that and like beer references to try to find a name, because of course Corona is a type of alcoholic beverage, so I just called him It's Corona Time, and he's really nice. So that is him. The next model here is probably one of my more heavily customized stone horses, not quite as heavily as my foundation quarter horse. He's pretty heavily customized, but this guy's pretty close. So this is him. And you would have seen him in the last video as well, because he got some placings in some model horse shows as well. So this guy, and the color is going to shift on him, but he really is black. This is making him look quite a bit lighter than he is in real life, but he is a nice darker black. So a nice black and white trotting drafter from Stone. He is an older release. He's a 2011 release, actually, and he is a one-of-a-kind from 2011. His original finish name was Frank, and I've ended up calling him Finnegans Wake. and he's a really lovely model. One of my more expensive stone purchases for sure, but I just fell in love with his customizations and his color, and for the price that he was, I was like, I held off on him for a couple weeks, and then he was still there, so I said, well, I gotta get him. So, but here is his face. He has very heavy, obviously, forelock and mane customizations. You can see his mane is just really heavily customized with a lot of flowing tendrils and pieces like that. It kind of goes on that side a little bit too. And then his forelock as well. And he has some lovely eyes. A nice large snip on his nose. And then the Tobiano markings that he has, they're really minimal. He just has the minimal across the kind of shoulder neck region. He has stockings on all 4 of his feet and hoof stripes. I'll flip him to the other side here. So that's all of his feet markings. And then he does have the nice little paint marking on the back there, and his tail, just kind of starting with the white and then fades to the black. And it is customized just to be kind of flowing, and does have some of that extra like tendril detail there, as you can see. And overall, this model's he's really lovely. He doesn't really have any flaws, neither does the other guy. They're pretty good condition-wise. He does have this small spot kind of up here, and as you can see, I'm ripping hair on him, but this spot on his hip right here is a little bit rough finish compared to everywhere else. These are all little dust specks. This little mark right there is actually a small scratch that he has, but that is really the one biggest problem with him. And I can get those other hair specks off with just kind of a makeup brush kind of thing. But let me see. There you go. This is a little bit more like what his real color is in real life. He's definitely darker than what my camera wants to pick up here. But he's a lovely model. I'm really happy to add him to my collection. I don't have a lot of draft horses right now, and he is only my 2nd stone draft horse. So I'm really happy to add him to my collection. I show him as a North American Spotted Draft, and I found a pretty good horse that works as a reference. I just think it's fitting for his color and the mold. So really lovely guy. Really happy to have him in my collection for sure. And the other guy, I show him as just a quarter horse because that's pretty typical of this mold. So there they both are. Really lovely models, really happy to have them, and I hope to continue to grow my stone collection as the time goes on, and hopefully to get more higher end pieces. That is definitely a goal of mine. I just really like it when they have these specific colors or specific customizations. I don't look in any mold in particular. When I look to get a new horse, it just happens to be if that horse grabs me or just speaks to me when I'm looking at it, and whether I have room in my show string for it as well. I do stock horses. I definitely have a lot of them, so I have quite a few paints, quite a few quarter horses, quite a few appies, that kind of thing. So there's always room for more, for sure, and just to rotate them out and stuff, but I definitely buy based on what catches my eye, and these two definitely caught my eye when I was just browsing model horse sales pages and eBay. I got him off of model horse sales pages, and then I actually got him off of eBay. So that's it for this video. If you guys have any other questions, leave them down below. Any other video suggestions, leave them down below. As always, I will do a collection tour, but that'll be a couple months away. I usually do that in the beginning of the year, and then we'll see if I get any horses for Christmas, that kind of thing. They'll definitely be in a video. I do have one more photo show results video to film, and then I will, as promised, have a updated taxidermy collection tour video coming out soon as well. So leave any comments, questions down below. I really appreciate you guys watching this video, and as always, see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys. Bye.